Jessica Burress. I'm 27. I have gastroparesis. My stomach stopped working. Caught a virus back in March, so probably 4 months ago. I can eat popsicles on a good day. And on a bad day, I have my nice handy little bucket for throwing up into. Because on bad days, everything comes back up. All the doctors around here agree, all the ones I've talked to, they agree that I need to have a gastric pacemaker put in. I don't have health insurance, so I can't just go and say, hey, I need this pacemaker, here's my insurance, have it put in. The first number I was quoted was $150,000. That I either had to have $150,000 to pay for the surgery straight out, or I had to have health insurance, and they wouldn't even look at me for a consult otherwise. We're trying to work on that right now. There's what's called the President's High Risk Pool, but I'm still not sure if that's going to cover it. Even if I do get into that program, I'm still not sure if it's going to cover the gastric pacemaker because they don't consider it life-threatening surgery. Because at nighttime I can get nutrition through it, it's not life-threatening. I would say so. When you can't eat anything except for popsicles, and you haven't had anything except for popsicles in 4 months, and you've lost 45 pounds, yeah, I would say it probably is. On bad days, it's all I can do to lay here and sleep and not throw up.
My name is Freddie Nechtau, and I am a friend of Jessie Burress's parents. I don't know Jessie really well myself. And what I'd like to do is explain a little bit about what gastroparesis is. This is a complication of Jessie's diabetes, and it's a paralysis of the stomach. What the stomach is supposed to do is it secretes acid, and the muscles in the stomach move the acid and mix it in with the food, and then gradually there's a form of peristalsis where everything just ripples down towards the lower end of the stomach, and the sphincter, the valve, opens and food is dispensed in small amounts. So it's a mixing process, acid secretion, and the stomach acts as a hopper. And what's happened with Jessie and anyone who has gastroparesis is that that movement of the stomach stops. Any food or acid that's in the stomach can't be moved down to the small intestine, and it results in vomiting for hours and hours every day. This has totally disrupted her life. I'm not her treating physician, I'm just a friend of the family, but it sounds to me as if there are some procedures that could be done. One is a feeding tube, and the other is what's called a gastric pacemaker. And I believe that her lack of insurance is holding her back from getting these things. Jessie has spent so much time in the hospital and has run up incredible medical bills. 4 admissions to U of Tennessee Medical Hospital in Knoxville, 1 to Park West Hospital in Knoxville, 2 to Methodist Medical Center, and right now she is currently in Vanderbilt Hospital in Nashville. We're hoping that Jessie will be able to get on the federal high-risk plan called the Pre-Existing Condition Insurance Plan. We're also trying to get her on Medicaid by applying for SSI and or SSDI. So if she was declared disabled, she would have some medical coverage. It's not clear whether it would cover all of what she needs. I mean, the long-term solution, hopefully, would be to have an evaluation to see if she's a candidate for a gastric pacemaker. But at this point, she can't see any surgeon who would install such a pacemaker until she has insurance.
It's really disappointing to see somebody like herself, because she doesn't have health insurance and doesn't have a primary physician. They only treat her situation and so she can become stable, and then they release her. I know she's in Vanderbilt right now. They're trying to do some kind of procedure, but since she has no money and no insurance, then she's kind of left out in the cold.
It really makes me so upset that my friend Jessie, who's the same age as me, cannot do the things she wants to do with her life because she's so sick that she has to constantly be in a hospital.
She is the most loving, caring, just generous person that I have ever met, and she is so much fun. And even though she's in the hospital all the time and isn't able to go out and do a lot of stuff sometimes, everyone still loves her so much.
It's just so distressing to me to see her getting sicker and sicker and not being able to get the help she needs. If she had had preventive care, you know, probably she wouldn't have had to continue so long in the hospital, and it wouldn't have gotten this far and this bad. I think there are things they can do, but it's really a matter of being able to afford it and have the ongoing medical care that she needs to recover from this.
And I want so much to see something done to really, really help her. She's a fine young lady with great potential, like any young person who's smart and bright and pretty. She could go places, do things, and she's deprived of all that now by her illness. She is now completely unable to do anything that most young people her age would be doing. She can't be out having any fun. She can't be working. She just cannot do anything, it seems, except be in a hospital and be sick for 4 months straight. And that's not only so bad for her, but it's a criticism to me of our whole society that we allow something like this to happen. She deserves better than that.